PaySil is engaged in the task of putting together a repository or a database of all these tech service providers, which or the OEMs, which Mr. Hardikar was pointing out, to go ahead and do various tasks with both Jiten and Mr. Hardikar explained very well. So the question here is that when you look at the array of these service providers or these tech companies, what are the options available? How diverse is the framework there?
Yeah, so as already pointed out, it was easy for a smart city to have the facilities already because they had those companies with them, a set of companies to help them out. But this is the challenge which most of the district commissioners, in various parts across the country, municipal commissioners are facing, because they do not know how to go about engaging people or hiring different technologies and putting them, the whole ecosystem together. And that is where we have risen up to the occasion. And, we immediately started our empanelment job. Not only, we have been all these years working in different technology areas, including smart cities, and have been working and shortlisting, empaneling, and, studying the various technologies relating to the smart city. Now, all those efforts have come handy. And now, apart from that, we are still doing an exercise which, as per the Government of India norms, there has to be a proper RFP to be issued, and empanelment of the company, the price discovery process. So we have, set ourselves into that platform where we are ready to provide any kind of service to any of the commissioner as per the requirement. Unfortunately, most of these equipments, they have to be imported. And it may not be available. Most of them have to come through from other countries. So therefore, the immediate need to shortlist the company and get the procurement done, which nearly takes 4 to 6 weeks, and get the implementation done as per the requirement. So we basically are the implementers of the technology, and especially being a government, central government, public sector, it becomes easier for the various state governments and the municipalities to hire our services. And we do our due diligence and discover the right price to provide the right kind of service as per the requirement from case to case.
Okay, and how big is the database that you have right now in terms of these services which are being talked about both by Jiten and Mr. Hardikar? Because we're looking at specific solutions right now.
Yeah, so we have approximately 10 different system integrators and OEMs who have approached us with various technologies available. And so depending on the need from place to place, the time to time, we'll be immediately able to bring them all together and provide the services to the required area. As we have been talking, there is a very important tool like a wristband, which can be used to a quarantine person. And this can be, this is the need of the hour, because there are several people getting quarantined, because one patient comes and there may be 100 people, or maybe sometime 200 or 400 people associated with one patient who has come in touch with all those. And so therefore, the monitoring process becomes a very huge task. The numbers are very high. And so we'll have to use these kinds of technology rather than bringing a suspect person to hospitals or to clinics. We can quarantine them in the respective places. Using technology can monitor them and make sure that it doesn't spread on to the other places using these technological devices.
Okay, so geofencing is the aspect which you are talking about, contact tracing, and going ahead and doing the monitoring as well. Something which Jiten also mentioned. Jiten, I'll bring you back in here in terms of the way Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation is doing and the results